So, I've been dealing with a couple of things and stuff, which I'm about to explain in a video, but I've also got a baby that's on the way, a little baby boy, and we've been going through like the whole doctors and whatnot and stuff, different, appointments for this and that. And while trying to get that together, I've been working my full time job while also doing all these different projects and running my ass off on those while trying to get my projects of my own, going. And because of that, uh, basically, I'll go ahead and lead into the next video to explain everything that's going on film wise. So, I recently had been doing fundraising for anybody that haven't followed up or anything like that. Sorry about the kids. I can't control them. They're in there having fun. I'm not about to ruin that. But, anyways, so I had been doing fundraising for a film that I planned to do that was a vampire film called A Single Drop of Blood. Well, shopping around looking for investors and whatnot ended up leading me to getting an investor lined up for the project. But instead of a feature, he wanted to do a series, and he wanted to invest in a series. Well, I basically, didn't want to squander the opportunity, so I, you know, went ahead and said, yes, I am able to go about doing the series, and instead of that being a full film, is now going to be an episode within the series. And so it's kind of taken a turn. If you go to IMDb, A Single Drop of Blood is no longer like a self-titled thing. Is now the project is now called Wicked Things, which is going to be kind of like a mashup, more adult version of Supernatural meets X Files, and it has like kind of like a real dark, creepy undertone where there's this like organization that basically is kind of behind the scenes doing a bunch of shady shit, and my character is an agent that tracks down these certain creatures and whatnot, and documents them as they cross over, like through these portals that spawn up that connect our world to another world. And anyways, a lot of these creatures that come through have similarities to things that we once knew were myth. And so there's gonna be a lot of fun shit basically going on in each episode. And with that, basically, I can't really go into much more detail due to certain limitations as far as like paperwork and whatnot. But since then, I've also been on another project that I still can't talk about because I signed an NDA, which is the first time that I signed anything, whatever, towards a project. I've signed NDAs before, but they didn't really do anything. They weren't for anything. I signed them, and everybody still talked about the project and whatnot. And the guy that was running the project didn't give a shit. But this project is right now shooting in Austin, and pretty much that's all we can say. It's like, hey, this is shooting here. We're a part of the film. Not much more can be said because of the fact that they even want the name to stay as an unknown. Um, and then in December, which I haven't signed an NDA or anything on any of that, but just in case, in December, I'm going to be working on a comedy film that I'm also going to be a part of. And that's going to be fun. But yeah, it's like one project after another. I don't know what it is about the end of the year, but that seems to be when all the promising projects seem to line up. And I have to kind of like pick and choose which ones I'm going to be working with. My project doesn't really start filming until like like early 2024. So yeah, I was like, I got a little bit of time in between now and then before I start shooting. We've got a pretty good cast lineup, though, so far, going towards episodes and whatnot. People who have acted in all kinds of different films, including a film that's coming out called American Coyote, which is going to be a good one. It stars JJ Fernandez. I've worked with him on a film called Novella, where basically the gang I was with and the gang he was with in the film ended up clashing heads, and like everybody was dying and shit. But yeah, basically there's a whole lot of stuff that's going to be going on, and I'm starting a series that's going to be done and produced through my channel, True Indie, and it's going to be talking about the true like indie films, because there seems to be a misconception, and it's something that's kind of like society has like changed the idea of, because indie projects used to be those like really low projects, the things that like basically were pinched together, you know, nickels and dimes and everything like that to get it made. And now indie projects and stuff are costing them like $2-3 million and stuff. If I had $3 million, I could make 7 films that could literally like rival with shit on the box office. I mean, you know, I don't understand how the movies are, you know, costing so much money these days, most especially when you have so many versatile tools at your hand because of technology and the advancements of technology. Makes no fucking sense to me. But that's also the reason why I'm making a series that it's going to be something that kind of like explores into the underground world of like indie filmmaking, guerrilla filmmaking, and all that shit. The people who are do-getters, the ones that get things done, and it's just all together is, you know, it's going to be awesome.